Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how traveling actually changed my life. I love traveling. Some years ago I decided I was going to apply for a US visa. I did everything possible. I applied. I was going to do cybersecurity in Texas at that time, and I was denied the US visa. When this rejection came in that morning, I sat to myself and I was like, man, the world is coming to an end. How was I denied the US visa? Because I was already thinking of how I was going to be in the US. Like, I already saw myself there in the US because of this very huge passion of mine. And then out of a sudden, something just flashed into my mind, and it was like, man, America is not the only country in the world, man. The world is so big, yeah? America is not the only country, and that led me to taking a bold step to traveling to the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. So that's the first place that I stepped my foot out of Cameroon. This was a whole game changer for me. I saw things differently. Like, the cars were moving fast. I saw skyscrapers. I saw people walking on the streets. I saw homeless people. I saw everything that you can think about in Dubai. And this changed my game for sure. Like, I began to see things differently, and gradually it started coming to me that, oh, maybe this traveling thing is for me. So I want to travel. I want to travel the world. I don't just want to go to Dubai now. I want to go to all the other parts of the world, and I've been able to travel to a lot of other countries, and that is why today I want to share with you guys how traveling changed my life.
Man, no go drip poison die. Say my baby girl cheat on me. Die. No, man, no go drip poison die. When life tastes so. Life be sweet like this. Come and look at you. 200 kilos. Quack be sweet. Like this. Your quack very sweet.
Very sweet.
Yeah. C'est Paris. Put hands up. I beg you.
Bombo, Ellen Dongo, go, jump, go, Bombo.
C'est pas Toto. C'est Mbombo.
Bombo loco.
C'est Canas. C'est Miete. The last. We're gonna miss you, bro.
Coming from Cameroon, like where I was born, traveling is one huge fantasy that we all perceive as a sense of success, and I feel guilty that I also inherited that culture. Yeah, so like it was in me that I had to travel. So when I was applying for this visa, I did everything right, did interview preparation, paid my interview fees. I traveled to Yaoundé at that time to go get the visa. On the day of the visa appointment, I met a friend of mine. We went there together. Unfortunately, both of us were rejected. And she was doing it for her second time though, and I was doing mine for my first time. So when I got there, like, I knew I was getting the visa. I knew for a fact that I was going to go get the visa, but I was denied. You know, this took a toll on me. Like I felt so disappointed, and then immediately I saw the way my life shifted, like woof, because my whole life was surrounded around going to the US, and I believe a lot of people can relate to this, because this has actually frustrated a lot of people. You know, when you put your mind, your heart, and your soul to something, and then that thing doesn't work, like it's easy for you to just switch. But I'm glad that at the end of the day, I didn't allow that to be a stopping point for me, because you know, my dreams, I believe, are way stronger than whatever thing the denial or the US people wanted to play with my life. You know, but moving forward, I found myself in Dubai. This was a very interesting trip for me, because it was not something I planned for. If everything worked out with the US, it's definitely not where I was gonna be at that time. But I found myself there. I'll tell you guys an interesting story of when I actually got to the airport. You know, because it was my first time of traveling, I did something very crazy. I forgot my passport in the Kenyan Airway flight. So when I got to the immigration, I was looking for my passport. Like, where's the passport? Where's my passport? Then I said, whoa, I forgot my passport in the plane, and then the plane has left us from there about 30 minutes ago, because it was like a 30-minute walk from where the plane left us to the immigration center. Immediately, instant regret started hitting my head. I was like, who sent me here? Who sent me to do this? Who sent me to do this whole traveling thing? You know, I was already scared that, immigration is going to come and pick me up, that I've immigrated illegally. Like, a lot of things were going through my head. But I went to the information center and gave the information to them, and they were able to retrieve my passport for me. And then now, I'm unveiling my first step into Dubai, into outside the Dubai airport. You don't want to know. One hot breeze just hit me. Pah! Man, Dubai is so hot. Dubai is like you're in an oven. So that was my first impression about Dubai. Then I went outside. We had to take a cab to the hotel that we booked, and the drive from the airport to the hotel was 15 minutes. This was the best 15 minutes of my life, because I've never felt so small in a place, because I felt so small, because all over you had buildings, skyscrapers left and right. Oh my days, like it was so interesting for me at that time. And you know, I like everybody to have an experience of this or whatever, because right now I'm just saying it from my head. Like, you need to live it to like you need to live that experience to know, to understand what I'm going through. So looking back now, I actually thank the US government for not giving me the US visa, because it helped me to explore, you know, to explore the world and love this traveling at again. My very first few days in Dubai, I felt so lost. I felt so out of place, because of the language people speaking, people of different cultures and everything. Like, it was so it was the way people lived. But as days passed, I felt very excited, and every day that I spent in Dubai, I was happy, because I was learning something new. And then I asked again, I told myself that, like, you know, if I can learn all of this from just coming to Dubai, just imagine if I travel around the world. You know, that is where I began picking up this passion of mine, this traveling passion. Like, if I go to other countries, the amount of knowledge I can amass, meeting several people, you know, Then that's where I came back home. Not too long I started traveling again. I went to other countries like Rwanda, Tanzania, just name a few. And you cannot imagine what I've learned from all of these places. So that trip to Dubai actually taught me that there's so much to life than just staying in one place. And everybody deserves to see another place in this life. Like, you know, dream it is okay, but you need to live. You need to see the dream yourself. And one wise man said, if you hear about the place 1,000 times, it's never gonna beat it if you see it just one time. So, I mean, we all have to live our dream. At first, I thought traveling was about visiting a new place, taking pictures of beautiful landmarks, and seeing new places, you know. But as I traveled more, I realized that it's not just about that. Yeah, there's a lot more to traveling. You know, traveling teaches you about people. And I'll tell you a story that really touched me. You know, when I was in Tanzania, I was trying to move to Zanzibar. I was trying to travel using the ferry to Zanzibar. I got there, I never had enough money to pay for my ticket with cash, so I had to go to an ATM, which was very far and I didn't know where it was. A Tanzanian opted to take me to that ATM and go withdraw opted to take me to that ATM and go withdraw the cash and come and pay. In my country, Cameroon, I'm not trying to banter Cameroon, but when somebody does this, we just have a second thought that, oh, maybe this guy want to rip me off. Yeah, maybe this guy wants to rip me off, and immediately you just be on your guard. But I just said, I'm in a new country, I want to give this guy a leap of faith. This guy took me, I went to the ATM when I cashed out money, and then I came back and I removed 5,000 Tanzanian shillings to give it to him. This guy rejected, and he was like, he's just helping me. I was like, what? This is not possible. Like, this was completely different. So this actually taught me that, you know, the people in this place are way different from where I come from, and it changed the way completely I saw the people of Tanzania. Traveling again challenges you. It challenges you in the most beautiful ways. I love the growth that comes with every travel that I make here, because every travel comes with its own challenges. Even when I went to Europe, it was a whole different ball game with a lot of challenges. Where you're gonna sleep, how you're gonna park. Like, this one is very important. Like how to park a car in Paris. I don't know, like those guys, they give them skill. I think these guys deserve some super skills to be able to park in Paris, because it's something else. I don't know, how do these guys park in Paris? I don't think you can drive an SUV in Europe. When people ask me why I love traveling, I tell them that I love traveling because traveling changed my life. Traveling changed not just my life, it changed my life and the life of people around me. Yes, so because traveling has changed my life so much like this, that is why I want it to impact your lives, and I want to impact some other lives too. So I'm announcing my first ever group trip, which is going to be taking place this year in December. This year is 2025 in December. So I'm planning a trip. I'm going to be taking 10 to 15 people to Morocco. Let's go and explore Morocco, Marrakesh, Casablanca. Yeah, so we're going to explore all of those places, and this is the beginning of my African tour. So I'm touring Africa from Morocco, and this is going to happen in 2025. So we're going to be there for the 2025 African Nations Cup. So 10 to 15 people, I'm going to be traveling with them, and let's explore. And I want to also use this opportunity to help you to use traveling to change your life. If you're wondering if you're best fit for this journey, I'll tell you, if you're a couple, if you're a first-time traveler, if you are a football fanatic, if you're a football fan, you want to experience the African Nation Cup in Marrakesh, you know, want to be with the Arabic people, you are allowed to be on this trip, and you can come with us on this trip, and slots are filling up very fast. So if you're interested, just send me a DM on Instagram or leave a comment below and I'll send you the complete details on how to proceed. So thank you guys for watching. If it's your first time on this channel, please like and subscribe and share this video, and see you on the next one.